chain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. And it's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm a man. I'm my 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged off. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is good and everyone is well. Let me see how most systems go. As far as I can see, everything looks good. And yeah, let's get into it. Morning to everyone. Let's go. Let's have a look here. Start off with the calendar here. Today's going to be Wednesday today. We have a bit of USD jolts opening 6 p.m. today. And a bit of monetary policy reports from the GBP. So this is going to be important. To see what they're going to see, basically in the monetary policy. It's tentative, which is annoying. We don't know what time it will come. Hopefully they don't release it during our session here and do it a little bit after. So we'll have to see what happens with that and when that comes out. But you know, it depends what they put in the report, right? You know, and if these speeches here are more of our concern, you know, and they're just going to testify on basically inflation, testify on interest rate cuts, you know, especially it being September, US planning to cut interest rates. So this is what we're going to see, right? We're going to see a little bit of chat about that stuff. And yeah, hopefully they can announce a time, would be nice, obviously. But we just have to keep an eye on that. If we see some speeches start, just make sure we are aware that that might be happening today. So let's get into the analysis here. Start off on the daily time frame. So a very interesting daily candle yesterday, reaching our 4-hour target and saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm coming back in our range, and that's going to be it for me for now. So we closed back in the range yesterday. Today we have a bit of continuation. We are closing above this kind of previous daily support zone, but nevertheless we are in the range. We don't like this range. This range is pretty annoying, but we have to deal with and see what price action we have at the moment. So we have broken structure within the range. So we had these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We have broken structure, and previous 4-hour has failed to close above. This is a mixed session based on previous daily bearish, previous 4-hour bullish, but we did fail, and this is very important, fail to close above this little resistance zone here. But towards the downside, we are forming where we're forming into this little block here, into this little zone here as well, is where we are rejecting off. So we're very close to 4-hour support, and we're rejecting off the top of the range. If you look at this as a range, we're rejecting the top of the range, and as well forming inside of that a rejection from here. So we need to be careful with that. If we bring back drawings here, you'll see, do I have that marked? I do have that marked. I have marked off this 4-hour support here. This 4-hour resistance, I think I want to bring a little bit. I think that's accurate, to be honest. It's accurate because our current candle closed at it. So if we're looking at what price is doing, we're back in the range. Most inconsistency in terms of price action is going to be back in the range. Today is going to be a day where it decides, can we resolve this range, or are we going to stick back in the range for a couple of days here until we get back out? So hopefully we can resolve this range, start to push through it towards the downside, or bounce out of it. Either situation, I'm happy. The only thing we don't want is for us to stay back inside this range and start to basically range, right? Which is obviously a possibility here, since we are starting to show signs on lower time frames of us chopping a little bit here. So in terms of a plan, it makes it hard for continuation, us being so close to 4-hour support and in this support zone here, right? Looking at 1-hour time frame, you know, we did retest key level 190 here, got a rejection from it, and now currently just sitting at this support zone where we're at right now. A 30-minute similar story here. If we look at 15, we have kind of a rejection here at 190.0556 here. So the problem is, this is obviously on 4-hour a whole resistance zone. So I'm interested to see if this is a 15 or what is this on lower time frame. Yeah, 5-minute reacted off it there, nothing really there. Good thing is we tested into it. So since we tested into it, gives us some sort of idea here. Now it's tough. I would say you're really pushing the limits here, getting a close below that zone. I would say this is going to be an aggressive option for today, which we can give a shot here if this bearish momentum just wants to continue through in the market, and we can kind of disregard the range if we're going to start to push through it, right? So this is something we can consider. If all of this is just BS because we were ranging, now that there's volume back in the market like we've seen in the last few days, are we able to push through? But again, that's going to be the question that needs to be asked here. We don't have that information. Being in the range is obviously a tough spot. Now, if we move on into gold here, on the other hand, gold as well, yesterday broke out of the range, pulled back inside of yesterday's range here. So markets are trying their best to break out, but we are getting pulled back into these ranges. So let's have a look at how daily candle has closed here. So daily candle has closed bearish here, hit target around this daily resistance for a second time here, and closing back within the daily support. So this is telling you that price is not ready to continue down just yet, because it's closing back inside of the daily range. If price was ready to go down, we would see price close below the daily support and get that potential continuation. 4-hour time frame on the other hand, same story, respecting 4-hour support. Previous 4-hour closing bullish here. Did it close above? Yes, it did close above that 4-hour support. See how that looks. We can just draw a line. I don't think it will be relevant. I'm just interested to see. This 15-minute maybe not so relevant anymore here. We can see, but previous daily bearish rejecting support. Previous 4-hour bullish mixed session. Can look for buys and sells today. I would say sells are going to come below this little rejection, it seems. Yeah, I think that would make sense for sells. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So if we see price reject this zone here, it's going to make sense for sells to see price get below this zone and start to come down. If we're going to look for buys today, see a 30-minute. 30-minute has a resistance here. 15-minute has a little higher resistance. Just want to mark the 30. So let's mark this 15 first. 15. Let's go mark the 30-minute. And then let's see how that looks on 15. Yeah, I hate cascading support like this. Makes it very tough as we can reject each zone here. You would need volume to push through. So I'd say a 1-hour candle close above this type of zone here. You could base it off 1 hour. That's the option to try get to 500 again. We are forming lower high, lower low though. We have to keep that in mind. So the sells are pretty straightforward though. I think this is clear. If we can get a close below here, looks pretty clean. We have a clean range until this support. What are we looking like? Around 26 pips. It's enough of a range. So I think that's pretty straightforward. The buys is where we would need a little bit more information to see how we can tackle the buys. Is there a wick crossing through this 30-minute? Yes, there is. We have tapped this. So this 30-minute might not be as relevant anymore because we have crossed it. The 15-minute, is there a wick crossing? No. So I would say the 15-minute is more relevant here than the 30-minute. Reason being is because 30-minute has been tested once here, straight through, twice here, straight through. No reaction off that 30-minute. We've not seen any reaction the 2 times it's been passed, but the 15 has not been tested. So I think this would be a range that can be attempted here to get to the 15 and see if volume wants to come through here. So we'll keep an eye on this. 1 hour and 30 is clean. I don't think the 30 is clean, but I'd say the 1 hour looks cleaner for sure. Looking at GBP USD here on the other hand. So let's have a look at GBP USD. Start off on daily time frame, giving us a close below the daily support here. Potential wick fill in the cards. Maybe wants to retest previous daily support. So we can put this up here, PDR. I mean PDS. Let's put it caps. PDS. So might want to retest here before continuing down 4 hour. I'd imagine close bullish. Yeah, so 4 hour closing bullish below the range though. We are below the range. So I think mixed bias today for sure. Let's have a look at what we're saying on lower time frame here, 15-minute. We can see where that previous daily support is coming from. I would say if we're looking at the 4 hour range at the moment, there's a 4 hour right here. I'd say above that, I would say is where your counter trend would make sense for buys. To try get back up to PD previous daily support and potentially continue higher before what? Rolling over for sells. Again, I'll be looking for pullbacks for sells. I think that's going to be the valuable options on GU, is to look for pullbacks for sells. So if we can come up here, if we just blast through here, that's fine. Any resistance formed in these type of zones, looking to come down here for potential sells. In terms of selling on lower time frames, if we're just going to sell off now, we'll need to see a bit of price action below this zone here. What's that, like a 6 pip range? We'll see how it forms inside of this current range right now and then react accordingly. And yeah, that's going to be the plan here on all pairs here. That's going to be the plan here on all pairs. And we're going to see what we're going to do here. So hopefully that analysis makes sense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that analysis. I'm thinking it might range, but setting up to go further downside next week. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what ends up happening. Hopefully we don't just get stuck in the range. And we'll see. What about a buy option on GJ? What would I do for a buy option? That's an interesting question I haven't asked myself today. I think we're too bearish for buy option at the moment, man. We're too bearish. Everything is pointing down. Lower highs on 1 hour. Like, you need at least a 1 hour change of structure. That's minimum. And I think that, yeah, that would be minimum. 1 hour change of structure. If I see a 1 hour change of structure, would it be worth risk it for the biscuit? test daily support here, bounce from here back up, maybe, right? Respect this range here. This is liquidity grab below these lows, get back inside the 4-hour range. Where's the 4-hour range? Sitting here. Where's that on 1 hour? There. Okay, yeah, so I guess maybe change the structure here. How does that look above there on 30? Messy. So I guess you'd have to base everything. Yeah, we'd need more information for buys for sure. So let's wait for that information. If you haven't already, can we do the YouTube business? 200 of us in here, appreciate. Let's get the likes up to 150. So yeah, let's do the YouTube business. Appreciate it. You guys know the drill. Leave a like if you enjoyed the analysis. Hate to say it, but part of the game. We call it the YouTube business on this channel, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know. So let's have a look at if plans in the group aligned with my plans here. So start off with GJ plan here. Start off here. Have to open this in browser because it's crap. More bearish for now. Buys above this zone here. Yep, that would be a little bit later. Sells below the 4-hour. I guess, yeah. You know, but it's a tough zone we have to sell in, but it's the only option we have in this range. Yeah, I guess that's it. I don't like these sells below here. These can be tough because of potential rejection that we're having from the 4-hour. You know, this initial sell below, you can see that actually happened. We came below that zone, pushed through it, starting to reject. So it makes it tough. I would say if we went up first during our session, then got below, yes, but this is a bit tight. It's too deep. If proper close, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you got a small close here, like if this 30-minute did the close, this previous, not this one here, if that did the close, you would have that option. If no, then no. Goal plan here. What's your goal plan? The only LTA I can locate. Yes, true. You saw my plan. So again, Kyle, I want you to start focusing on looking what you can do in the range, right? I think this is where you kind of, because there's a sell option today you missed, you know, that type of stuff, right? You did mark this 1 hour. Let's see if I've missed this 1 hour. See if you're right and I'm wrong. No, I wouldn't consider that important, right? Cross through it. I would say only 1 hour that's important is down here, but by the time it's down here, it's tapping that 15 as well. That's target. So you need to be focusing on smaller ranges, otherwise you'll never get a trade, right? Because your move for the day as a day trader could be just from here to here and done. So I'd say that's what you need to focus on. GJ plan. Downside movement. And let's get some sort of intraday option. Yeah, I guess that's okay. That's a safer option here. You know, but don't be relying too much on the trend line, because then you won't take a trade again. Again, we want you to be taking a trade when there's an option. So focus on current ranges to take a trade, right? Sells make sense below. I would move this up here to where I had it. Buys above here is probably cleaner, yes. GJ plan. Sells below here. I think that's safer, but by the time we reach there, it's game over. Below this is nice. This makes sense. Close above. Yeah, I'd mark the 4 hour as well that we have, and that's about it, but it lines up. Sells below this level. Again, too late by the time we reach there, but yes, could be an option, you know, if we can create structure. So this would be an option that would come, you know, take a couple of hours to play out, right? Because you would need what? You'd need price to come down, form some sort of structure, then close below. Otherwise, if you just sell it at the lows, you're going to most likely be in a pullback. When that pullback happens, your stop loss is going to be above the highs, taken out. And you're like, oh, why did that happen? The same reason it happened here, the same reason it happened here. But look, overall, you were right. Overall, you were right. Price did go down, but you got stopped because you sold the lows, it pulled back. You got stopped because you sold the lows, it pulls back. Pushes down, you sell the lows, it pulls back. No, let the pullback happen, then sell, right? So that's why we always like to have some form of structure. GU plan, otherwise looks good. Set up 115, sells close below. Yes, that's clean zone there. 4 hour can close back in previous range. Bit more bearish, lots of news only in NY session, correct. Yep, I like, this is what I was looking, more sells below there, buys outside of the range, makes sense. Yep, below 4 hours, same thing. Sell below, yep. More structure, buys above, yeah, that makes sense. You can also look to trade between this if we can get an option. Buys above the zone I don't really like unless higher time frame 1 hour close, right? So you can only base it off 1 hour. This is better buys. Sell option today, I don't see any sell option, need to put sell option. We can also look from here if we want to play it tight. These buys are tough though, but you know, because of all these ranges. But yes, range Gbpjpy at the moment. Sells below, yeah. Good, good. Well done, boys. Why are the ranges massive on gold today? I don't think they're massive. I wouldn't consider them massive. This is only 26 pips below here. 26 pips, no, 23 pips, sorry. Let's say with a close is 23 pips. I don't say that's massive. The buying range here is pretty small. Between here to here is only 12 pips. Not really massive. For sell below 4 hour support, you would always like to see some structure at least on 5 minute because it's a 4 hour. No, I would need structure before or after, depending. So we already have structure before. That bullish candle has created structure now. This one here. So there's structure. So if this wants to get below, then it'll have to respect this structural point in order to continue down. Because if it gets below and starts to break structure, it's game over, right? So yeah, let me put in the scam likes in chat. There we go. YouTube business reminder. And a question there. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame to see GJ break out and get back in the range, to be honest. About your possible sells, I'm not sure what you think about this perspective. Not sure about sells here. Sells reject this range. Yeah, but this is what I was explaining to you before. I think maybe you weren't in Zoom. I was explaining this whole thing that is going to be the only option today if we're going to try continue downside movement. I don't think you showed up. You had it in your plan here, and that's what I was yeah, but this is what I was showing, man. I was showing this whole rejection zone. Here, check it. You can rewind to this timestamp and stream. Let's see. Here. Watch from this timestamp, see? We're explaining about how this is a 4-hour rejection zone. Because in your plan as well, right, you put that in your plan as well, that you're looking for sells below that. And then this is what I was saying is you need to consider that in your plan, right? This zone here, right? Need to be careful of that rejection because you'd be selling straight into a rejection zone. So you rather always sell earlier to get back to that zone rather than sell at the zone, right? Otherwise you're just selling below full 4-hour support down back here. So it makes it tough, right? The sells today would be obviously on the more riskier side for us. And we've identified that from the ranges. So if it's not viable for you to give a shot, then this is where you stay out of that, you know? Otherwise, we could also look for rejections from top of range if we get enough range, because it's not the biggest range, right? So let's say this candle pops up here. It's 25 pips. If we can get a nice candle close here, we could look to sell back down, but it's not the biggest range if we're going to get deep candle closes. And then you try and mess yourself up. This is exactly what happened to people last week. I think this is a very good example. First 2 days of the month, very clean, simple, back-to-back winning options, back-to-back options, 2+ trades a day, clean and simple, most people not losing. And then you carry that mindset into and forget to look at what price action is doing, and you try to make excuses as to, I want to buy here to get to here, I want to sell here to get back to this key level, and then it chops, and then you lose, and then you try sell below here, it comes back up, and then what happens? You end up losing, and you realize that today just did what? Today stayed in a range. How do we identify that before it happens? Look at where we pull back into. Do we have clean ranges below? No. Do we have clean ranges above? No. Where are we right now? In the middle of this current range. So the only thing you can do in the middle is identify that risk, right? And give yourself one option to say, hey, I'm going to give myself one option in this range if I'm happy to take the risk, and choose where I want to take it, right? So for me, I think the only option we'd have is, let's say, a 30-minute breakout here if price wants to continue melting down. Because if we're testing this, then we should see the rejection start to come through, and price has no business getting below this zone, right? Which we're seeing signs of, right? 30 minutes closing bullish. But if next one gets below, then we could have continuation, at least to give us a shot to try and make it a break-even trade or something out of it, right? Because if volume comes through, that's how it will be, right? We will have a dump through. If not, then that's the end of it. But we can't, but the good thing is we can sit here and say, yes, we have seen volume come in during London session. So if today is just going to continue the London session with volume, we don't really have to worry about that. The only thing that is the caveat is we are in the range, right? Bro, what's about NFP? You mean what does NFP mean? If you're asking what NFP means, it's non-farm payrolls. It's basically the job market in the US, right? The health of the job market. How many people are employed, excluding the farming sector. You trade only London session or NY session? I do trade NY session, but my main session London. NY is a secondary session. I'm at the gym during NY, but I can take trades in the gym, but I don't trade it as intensively as a London session. I will mostly in NY take more straightforward options only. I don't try complex options in ranges where I have to manage the trade tightly. I mostly look for pretty clean setups and take it like that. That's how I trade NY. You know, I'm not glued to the charts, whereas London here, I can be more glued towards the charts. All right. What's gold doing? Gold approaching close to our level. DAX is interesting. Daily fake out, bottom fake top. Yep, daily fake out here. Tap key level 1900, huh? Profit taking off the ties there. Currently bullish on GJ, got an entry at 190. Good, good. Did you also try an entry at 190,500? Did you try an entry at 191? That is the question. GU has good setup 5. Let's have a look at GU. No, I wouldn't consider this good setup 5. But yeah, also no top wick. Shots fired on those questions. I tried at 192. Alright, that's good, being honest. You see? Yeah, be careful trying to call bottoms all the time. Dangerous game. But I get what you're trying to do. I'm even considering it, like your idea, I'm considering it, but not just yet, as I don't see a sign on the chart of price wanting to continue up, right? But I get what you're trying to do, obviously. I mean, if we can hold this kind of area here, problem is, you know, we do have these high lows, potential low being put in here, but I would like to see the chart prove that to me a little bit more. At least 1 hour break of structure, which is kind of what's been holding this trend down, right? If we notice that, we've never broken 1 hour structure, no formation. So I would feel more confident if we broke 1 hour structure. I could take session trades and eventually look to hold them as well. I'm going for the liquidity grab setup. We'll see. All right. Good luck, good luck. Harry, did you correct your lateral raises form in the gym after watching my story on Insta that day? I couldn't see your story because I don't even follow you and you're on a private account because you're too scared to show the public your lateral raises. So you only have to come and message one person. Do you think XAU will continue buying? I'm not seeing signs just yet. Did you guys take any trades yesterday? Yeah, we did. Sells below here, be full out, 1 hour support. Okay. Yeah, this is a good zone to sell. I actually wouldn't mind it coming down, pulling back up. We sell to that zone would be great if it could pull back up. We'll see what happens with you as well. After this pullback here, if we do close above here, buys would also start to make sense. But remember, those buys I would expect to set up for sells. The form is not bad at all. Harry just knows how to actually control the way to swing it around. I know. Wonder if GJ grab liquidity bottom of range, and if it can close back up, we can buy to top of the range. Which ranges are we talking about? Higher time frame, lower time frame? Current range, 4-hour range. Because we haven't grabbed liquidity on lower time frame. No, not yet. Not yet. We haven't grabbed liquidity. Remember, we've been having full lower high action. I said if. Yeah. It's a bit tough, to be honest, in this range because we have this cascading support bullshit again, right? So look, if you try buy to the top of the range, you then buy into this 30-minute resistance here, then you're greeted by a 1-hour resistance even lower. So by the time that happens, let's say you're buying above key level here, which would be, you only have like a 13 pip range here. Whereas if you just base this fully on 1 hour, with a 1 hour change of structure would be safer. But look at these rejection wicks. It's very interesting. I meant gold? Damn, bro. You'd be looking to buy gold here? Yeah, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. Especially if we fake out, yes. Yeah, this guy is not being fair to me, man. This guy is not being fair to me. He wrote GJ. And then he says if. Just checking that if I'm being silly or not. Sells below, not too bad, 5 pip watch zone, 10 pip range. Yeah, I didn't mark that just yet. Let me mark it. This would be below the 4 hour, right? Yeah. You can just move this a little bit lower. Make this a box. Good old box. That would also align with the GU buys, by the way, huh? If that was to happen on gold. Happy that I just got in the exclusive. Amazing, Joel. Happy to have you here, brother. Make sure to join our Zoom. Any questions, you ask me in there, man. You can open your mic if you want. Chat. Check out the WAP content. That's going to be key, is to check out the WAP content. It's going to catch you up. There's a little welcome video in that WAP content with all of my strategy and everything. But the welcome video basically guides you through the whole group. Watch now. What did you send on Instagram? Let me check notifications. Let's see, DMs, general. Let's see this. Yeah, this is shit form, bro. Shit form. If I'm being honest, like really. And I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why. Overall, it's not bad. First of all, you know, you need bigger shoulders would help. But we can fix that. We can fix that. And I'll tell you why. It's very simple. Okay? It's because you're internally rotating. When you internally rotate and you lift back like this, what that does is engage rear delt, unless you want to work out rear delt, and traps. Whereas if you imagine doing a lateral raise like scraping a wall, you're forced to push your hand out and use more of that side delt, right? I'm serious though, I'm serious. So it's each to their own. You're not wrong, I'm not wrong. Like, that's not a bad way to do it, nor am I a bad way to do it. They just target different things. And that's the beauty, right? Same way traders can have slight differences. Right? Us traders, we can have slight differences. Any 5-minute structure in here? Oh ho. Why is there no 5-minute structure, bro? Is it when you're bulking compound movements are better for training? You should always have compound movements in your program. Like your main lift, right? Your main lift should have compound. Sold GU earlier, don't know what went wrong. I can see exactly what went wrong. Let's see if someone in the chat here in our exclusive who can, you know, can tell you. Nope, not diddling in the range. Pretty simple. No close below. Yeah, same problem you made on gold, right? We broke back inside the range. We retested the 4-hour, bounced back up. Right? You need something to close again outside the range. This is the same mistake you made Monday on gold, right? Selling inside of the range. If you're going to sell inside the range, you need to sell from up here so you can sell down to the bottom of the range. Right? This is going to be your target. That's why you have a line there. That's why you have a line there. Otherwise, that line would not be relevant, right? 15-minute candle here about to close. Let's see how this candle closes. Could be an interesting option. Only thing I don't like about this is no structure on 5-minute. So that's the only thing I don't like about this trade. Otherwise, everything looks good. Previous 1 hour close, what, bearish? Let's see here in the next 1 minute if we can chill. We need a bottom wick here as well, preferably. Still about just a 1-to-1 if we can chill right here. Alright, let's see if we can get a top wick here, nice top wick. And give it a short break of lows. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a short break of lows here. A little bit of a gap just so we can break the lows nicely. After this top wick here. $15 stockos will be fine. What stockos? You mean stops, I'm guessing. You missed previous 30-minute? That is true, that's true, but this has been tested by a wick. Has been tested by a wick. So since we tested it, it wouldn't be as important. I would rely on the 15. Especially after a top wick like this. Plus we can manage the trade. Tested and rejected though, yeah, so if we break through, I would expect it to continue down, right? Setup 3 would be nice. I just don't know if stops are really safe here. Yeah, but we're relying also on this previous range. So if price gets back in the previous range, we can cut the trade here as well. So that's what I'm thinking. As a management, since we're buying outside of the range, you get what I mean? It's not just like we have this range to protect us once it flips. So if something closes back inside the range, that's your management. Otherwise, you just don't take the trade, right? Obviously, yeah, we would like more of a perfect thing, you know? It would be nice to have some sort of structure. That's the only thing I don't like, is that there's no structure. But, you know, I don't mind giving it a shot myself here. Very strong protection. Yeah, that's what it's reacting off. And after this top wick now, it has no reason to flip, right? If it doesn't want to continue down. So let's see. Doesn't it show rejection making it more relevant? The point is, whenever you have a rejection, which was this candle here, it's already shown you rejection. So since it's shown rejection, if you re-get below it, it should be done already, because it's done its reaction. Price has no business breaking it again if it wanted to continue up from that zone. Right? Creating some 5-minute structure here as well. Five-minute closing bullish invalidates the trade? No, it doesn't. It just is creating more structure for us. What will invalidate the trade, I guess, is breaking previous 15-minute highs, because then stop loss will be bigger, right? Because we'd have to put it above current candle, so we'd look to find a smaller stop loss. Yeah, I can, man. See, about to break this low here, pretty close. I gave it that little gap like you see on the chart, just in case it wants to reflip from here, like it might do. Alright, we're about to break on my broker, and still not triggered. That still didn't trigger me, just tapped my line. I have a sell stop there, you guys can see. Wait, yep. Alright. On that second flip, I did get triggered. That's gonna be the plan here. see if we can continue down nicely. And yeah. Oh, 5 minute has no top wick. Let me check my broker on that. That's not good if no top wick 5. I have no top wick on my broker as well. Hopefully we can just keep pushing down here and not have to worry about that, rely on 15. So ideally we need this 5 minute to close so we can be out of that that worrisome stage, I would say. Nice push already though. This 1 hour rejection wick, area of concern. Could be a break-even point there. Somewhere in this box, I would say. Nice, let's go. One to one would be right at this support here. Hopefully we can get there without rejecting. This break-even level is the key level here, so let's move this to key level. If you're uncomfortable with this rejection, you have optional BE as well. Back at entry. Unfortunate rejection right now. Need to see how this 5 minute candle closes. We need it to close back below the support, not above the support, of course. 11 seconds for the 5 minute to close, so let's see. Yeah, I'm happy with that close. No top wick again. Not the best. Now it's trying for its top wick. So now we need it to make top wick and then break the lows. We should get the continuation, hopefully. Yeah, now it's made a wick for sure. Huh? Yeah, I know, right? This needs to go now. Is 2490 not a key level? It is, I just marked it. 90, 85, those are key levels. Come on, baby, let's go down, get down to business. Yeah, we just need to re-break its current low. That's what we need right now. Don't you want to manage the stop loss? I can't manage the stop loss at the moment. I can manage my position if we are closing back inside the range. That's the only way I can manage my position, which I don't mind taking the risk. I mean, if you wanted to secure at 10 pips or whatever, you had the chance here, right? If you don't want to lose this trade, you can be break even. you know, and say I'm done. That's it. I'm not losing this trade. All of that stuff, right? So it's up to you how you want to manage this. Your situation may be different than mine. Point is, you're in a profitable trade right now. You don't have to lose this trade. Thing is, I can afford to lose this trade and I want to give it some room. So I will manage this trade if we get back in the range. I don't mind taking a little bit of minus pips if there's no more push in the move. There we have the rebreak of the low. So this is where we hit that key level now. You have optional choice of break even here on this trade, making it risk free as we tap that key level. Let's get that push into the zone, Mr. Gold. Yeah, this support here, right? This is the support. Should be a very good TP at this support here. If we can get down there, it would be beautiful. Yeah. Of course. We'll have to see how this candle closes here. If it closes above 90, we have a bit of issues. If it closes below 90, it would be good. See, 23 seconds. Looking good so far. See the next candle open here. No top wick. What I'm going to do is as it flips, if it flips, I'm going to take profit. If not, if it flips, I'm taking profit. Okay. I took profit there. I took profit there when we flipped, but I'm happy with my close, right? That hit my TP around here. I got executed at, let's see. But yeah, that was a great trade for me. Amazing profit on that one. I'm happy with this. So yeah, full TP hit, and that's how we do it, boys. That's how we do it. Congrats if you're still holding. I just want to secure for today. 21 pips I closed at, and congrats if you took this trade with me. And that's how we do it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, pretty smooth trade here. Analysis was done nicely from the morning. Zoom chat is going wild. YouTube chat, 3 W's in YouTube chat. Hello. Sleeping? Who does that for you? Tell you when stay out the market, when not stay out the market. Claudio's still holding. I can see his face. I know him by now. Look, 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 look. See? Nice, nice, nice. Let's see in YouTube chat. There we go. Now YouTube chat's moving, huh? So W's here and gold moving down here. Secured profits, but moving smoothly. Let's go. Wow. Nice little trade here. It's continued running. Maybe we should have trailed, but I was scared to flip, get big top wick. But anyways, we can't complain. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. And I'm just happy I closed at my 1-to-1 there. And that's it. That's my day, you know. So, what? It's a good push, this, I tell you that much. What a push we've been greeted with today. Still running this. Let's just see. But this is the woulda, coulda, shoulda. And if it reversed, you would have been like, damn, I wish that yeah. Oh, good morning, good morning. Man, gold has treated me very well this month. I'm holding a swing trade on gold. I don't know if you guys in the group have been keeping up with it. I've been putting in Harry's trades when I took it. But yeah, make sure to leave a like on the stream for that. 50 pip banger running. I wasn't expecting 50 pip banger, but you know, leave a like on the stream, get the likes up to 300. I think I deserve that. And clean trade for the boys here today. And the ladies, of course, don't forget. And nice to continue this month. This was our setup one, our favorite setup. Very interested in your swing? Yes, I'll show you guys after the stream. What time was this? Wow, this thing has volume today, boys. What a setup here. This is a picture perfect setup one, huh? What do we say about this setup one? Doesn't get better than this. Where did this volume come from? Came from setup one. Came from setup one. That's what I'm saying, man. We can't be scared that there's no pullbacks. We're lucky we got the 5 structure, made it even better. I'm so happy that I didn't chicken out 5-minute no top wick. Today I came different mindset to the charts after yesterday being tilted. I was not even going to... At this BE point here, I was not going BE. I'm taking loss on this, or I'm going GG. Oh my god, GJ, I can see the price, bro. You think I'm stupid, huh? You think I'm stupid. Man thinks I'm not locked in when I'm at the charts. I can see the price. I know what's going on. Man thinks this guy is not locked in. Always locked in, bro. Always. Say this was at 10:20. 10, 10, 20s. Who's gonna complete the lyrics? Clean 1% today, that's it. Clean 1%. It's messaging me now. Don't speak to me. Busy. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So, I hope, one thing I want to say, guys, that I know, you know, a lot of people like, you know, saw the trade and there's stuff like this and they're happy with the trade, etc. But I would really like to emphasize how important it is to wait on days that do not have setups, you know? Like, this is just proving, like, isn't it worth sitting out of BS and then choosing your plan when you see everything coming toward, like, literally the first, if I didn't mess up my break even yesterday, I could be done for the month now on a massive account, right? 1% on Monday, yesterday 1%, today 1%, that's 3%. Big boy account, you're done. Let's be honest, you're done. Enjoy the rest of the week. Go do whatever you want. And that's the beautiful thing of a trader. Right? That's the beautiful thing of the trader. And that's exactly the lifestyle I want to start to improve in is, hey, that's how you think about getting big capital. But now I need to build trust so that we can get access to that capital. So we have plans. Nasty rejection, yeah. That, and realize that rejection could come from when we closed here at 20 pips, right? Could have come from when we closed as well. So realize that this ran for what, 56 pips? Yeah, it's a good push here. It's a good push. I adjust the win rate on the stream. Yeah, I will. I will just, let me post this. What's this? 234. OCD, I'm having OCD. I'm telling you guys, the people who are on YouTube, just, you know, securing very little just to call it a win, securing at you know, lower amount just to call it a win, you know, this is real, man. Waiting for a trade to actually hit target here, full target. You know, we're talking about full targets here, 1-to-1s or nothing, right? I moved SL to B quicker and I got hit B. Any tips on how to deal with this BS now? Yeah, have a plan when to move BE. So the only valuable B point that I would tell you, you are not wrong. It's not Donvo because he trades differently. That was his style, which obviously, you know, it was his style. So I'm not talking about him, but I'm just talking how people will, like, let's say price will go into profits. They'll either move break even quick or they'll just secure and say, you know, it's a win. And that's what I see happen a lot, but that doesn't help your P&L. But anyways, that doesn't matter. We focus on us. I just want to understand, people to understand that. Like, waiting for full target to be hit is nice as well. Even though next trade we might wait for full target to be hit, right? Next trade we might wait for full target to be hit and I get SL, right? So keep that in mind. You know, even though it feels good today, don't let that feeling, you know, don't let that feeling, you know, fool you, right? Long term, right? This is a very important time to be like, hey, let's be grounded and move on, right? If I would count BE as a win, I would be at 85% win rate. Man, if I count BE as win, I would be at I don't know what percent. Actually, BEs at the total end of year do cost me. I've been calculating, they do cost me. They probably cost me 1 to 2%. Probably 1% every quarter, 2% every quarter sometimes, depending. So if I get the chance now, I move BE with covering commission. So BE, the only thing when you moved early, right? When you moved early, is there's no reason to go BE. Clean candles here, nothing stopping us. The only BE point I could see, which is still a bit aggressive, but it makes sense, is key level. If you went BE at key level, you wouldn't have been stopped at break even, as it tapped key level, rejected a little bit, and then came down. So I think overall you would have been fine. So that's the thing, having a reason to go. Really, how so? Because of commission. Yeah, man. Especially when you're popping lot size like 10, 5 lots, you know, on gold, mostly 5 lots. But let's say about 10 lots, you know, it's expensive commission, right? $70 adds up. 10 trades you take, it's already $700, right? 1% being $1,000, $700, almost a percent in 10 trades. 10 trades can come quick, you know. Already this month we've taken how many trades, boys? I've forgotten. It's been quite a few. We've taken 3 on stream, 2 off stream. That's 5 trades already, man. You know, especially GU, right? GU will have higher commission for me, but we have lower spread, so it equals it out. I'm trading with funded account. The amount of commission is insane. It came to 2.5% in 5 weeks. Yeah. I swear on my broker, right before the trade expires, I get the biggest wick and then a win into a loss as soon. Yeah, you need to change broker if it's manipulating. This trade was based on 15 closing below the support. Why were the wicks not relevant? Because this 15-minute candle is doing what those wicks could not do, which is close below. Right, so this would be confirming the breakup. Cost of sale, exactly, yes, cost of sale. That's why these people scalping, taking tons of positions per day is bullshit, because they're just going to be negative on break-evens. This trade, yeah, I did answer that, my bad. You want to see your break-even point? Let me see. Nice, took this trade with us, congrats. Made $600, right? Someone made $600 taking this trade with us today. in the free group. $600 made probably on his funded. Look at that, you know. We're doing this all for free. Went SLB. What is this line though? This line is, I don't get what this line is. That doesn't matter, man. You look at what you're counting. It's annoying when Furus say that 1-to-1 isn't good. It isn't good if you're losing most of the time, but if we can have a consistent win, then it's a very good day trading strategy. After stream, I'm gonna speak about higher risk reward because I have been looking at that. I've made 2K, but I pay Harry a lot, so it's the same as that free guy. Such an idiot, man. You pay $50, bro. I just made you more than a year subscription. Last time, I'm gonna use this cue. Last time you sent me money, what happened? This is the lesson I learned. He sent me money and I lost money. Can you believe that, guys? How is that possible? How is that possible? That when someone sends you money, I lose money. Because when I sent it back, I lose my commissions. It's PayPal, bro. Guys, you're still going on about Donvo. Focus on you. Doesn't matter. Unfortunate for investors who did not have risk mitigated or was not made clear in the contract. No need to come and talk about someone else. It's very unfortunate. I think that, you know, obviously a mistake was made and it could have been mitigated. I think and I hope he, you know, obviously would probably feel very bad about it. And, you know, obviously if his intentions were good in this, then that my heart goes out to him because that feels crap. But at the same time, on an investor level, they accepted the risk, right? But that risk should have never been an option in the first place, especially with that amount of capital. You should have risk management in place. You should have stuff like that on a professional level. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, you know. Focus on you, and this is why it's very important to learn the skill yourself. Why do you think I am telling people to learn the skill themselves? I hope you guys understand that. You know, I hope you guys understand. That's why I don't like signals. Signals will not make you money because you're copying someone else's trade. You don't know how to manage risk and increase risk. This mistake with 7 is big sketchy at this level. Yes, it should never allowed to be happen. That should not be allowed to be happen. You know, and you know, whatever has happened. Move on, understand. No need to make a big deal about it because you can't change the past. The best thing is to focus on you and the future, right? That's the best thing I would recommend. Stick in your own lane in this industry. I've been doing it for years. It's got me to where I want to be, and I'm going to continue doing it. And that's the reason why I'm going to continue doing it, because people have own agendas. People, you know, want to do different things, and it's unfortunate, you know. That's why I don't compare. I mean, I can tell you guys honestly from the bottom of my heart, I've had times where I see other traders online pushing profits daily, man. Pushing trades daily, and I want to be the same because that's what people want to see, and I want to prove that I'm like that. And it's just, I don't even know why I trusted them in the first place, like putting false expectations on. I realize I'm an investor in this game. I'm someone who's here to make a profit, and I'm gonna do that in the best way possible, that I have probabilities and statistics that are proven in my eyes. Everything else around that does not matter because I can only trust myself. It's really how it works, you know. That's why a live stream is to show you guys, you know, what I do here. You know, yes, I can come on Instagram and show you I make tons of money, show you good trades, all of that. But really, you can't come for a year and a half straight on live stream with a solid strategy that looks to enter and exit at proper TPs. You know, that's the best way to show something, I feel. Best way to show something. Look at GJ. Come on, man. What are you telling me? GJ sell? Man, fuck GJ, man. You guys interested in this shit? I'm upset. Yesterday people didn't like my Instagram post. My Instagram post people didn't watch. This is such a good point here. I want to show you this loss aversion. Many people didn't like it. 92 likes only. I have to see what to go. But I recommend you watch this, right? I recommend you watch this. But I'd like to show you the concept of loss aversion. You guys should research it. So loss aversion is a phenomenon where, yeah, let's go into Investopedia. So loss aversion is a behavioral economics, refers to a phenomenon where a real or potential loss is perceived by individuals as psychologically or emotionally more severe than equivalent gain. For instance, the pain of losing $100 is often far greater than the joy of gain in finding the same amount, right? So this is a very thing, right? The psychological effects of experiencing a loss or even facing the possibility of a loss might even induce risk-taking behavior that could make realized losses even more likely severe. And this is why a lot of you guys see a lot of failure in your own trading, is because of the key of loss aversion. And I'd like to show, and I hope if he's in chat here, I'm not picking on you, but the reason today that you failed your trade is because of loss aversion. You are forgetting the big picture here and focusing on just this to put you off all of this and avert the loss, right? And you went to break even here to avert the loss and end up you missing the trade. This is a clear case and a clear proven study right here live today in today's trade of loss aversion, because this puts you off at all of this price action that was formed from the beginning of the day. Multiple breaks of structure, closing below, right? So this is loss aversion, right? Like this is so, letting your winners run. Yes. Strategic approach. Yes, you have that. Rather than perfectly time the market sentiment, right? This is simple stuff that I always push. Like the advice they're giving here, many people will skim over it and not understand, but this is the equivalent of calling tops and bottoms. You guys are attracted to strategies that look like this. Stop loss this big, entry here and big target. Like this is really attractive. I was even attracted to this, right? But the problem is that rather than trying to perfectly time this, right? Strategic based, so strategy based, we can say that, hey, there's a high chance that a lot of inconsistency can happen here. Second liquidity grab, so let's just get in here, forget about this noise and get this efficient move and get on with our day, right? I think that's a better approach long term. That doesn't mean to say that we can't look for those type of entries, it's just we have to do that. Investor advice to rebalance portfolios periodically. This is something I actually need to look into, which I have been looking into, is if we look at Investor, this book I need to actually revisit here and spend some more time, but it's very complex. This book is called The Intelligent Investor. You can see I've got a little bit through it here, not too much, but this book is very good, but very complex. This covers these type of concepts here. And these concepts can be applied a lot into day trading, because rebalance of portfolios would be the equivalent of what happened last month, where we need to rebalance when the markets are not doing what we wanted to do, right? That is what we have to do, right? Who wrote the book? Benjamin Graham, sorry, not going nuts. So this is some very important stuff, right? Will you take another entry? Have you ever taken 2 trades on stream? Yes, I have taken 2 trades in a stream. Will I take another entry? My job's done, man. I will take 5 different entries now. Be ready for the signals, guys. Only signals. Be ready. Guys, if it goes down, we have to catch it the way back up now, right? Because it has to come back up. Heard the audio book? Yes. I'm ready. Someone says I'm ready. So yeah. Sometimes I take a trade and leave the screen and put an alert above my entry. Brilliant. That is good. I'll take Claudia's DAX signal. Uh-oh. Also, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I do post a lot of good BS there. So drop a follow. And also make sure, I'll just say it while I'm at it, do the business, leave a subscribe and all of that so you can join, right? So you can join. What was the exact swing entry goal? I'll show you guys after stream. I don't want to explain on YouTube. But I didn't want to put it there so people don't copy, as I wanted zero stress in that trade. And people to ask me what's happening, is it okay? Because I actually attempted it first time, I got break even. I attempted it second time, I chickened out. And then the third time it played out. So it took me 3 attempts. What risk did you put on it? I'll show you everything. Open my eyes to something if you can catch one of these a month. Teach us about BTC. See what Bitcoin is doing. We're starting to break down out of that range. You'll see if it wants to bounce from down here now. Daily looks a bit scary. We're at this kind of zone here. So this is its last area of support, is going to be this demand zone here. Anywhere in here. See how that looks on a 4-hour. Yeah, might want to come a little bit low. Actually, no, that would be considered tap. Yeah, so possibly a bounce here. And then if that rolls over, I think we come back and retest the support. What is your IG? I just posted it in chat if you scroll up a little bit. GJ finally moving here. Almost London Open here. Almost London Open here. Wonder what gold will do. Wow, gold's still moving down here. I don't see any options to add any entries on our gold position here. There's no option yet to add any entries. Do you hold crypto as well? Yes, of course. That's where my actually a lot of my money was made in crypto. I wouldn't be where I am today or have the capital to trade with if it wasn't for crypto. I trusted it, but it was good timing. It's crazy how much I was able to make in crypto and how long that takes equivalent. It actually messed me up big time in terms of psychology, since I made money quite fast in crypto, and that money takes a lot longer in what's this called, in Forex trading, because it's different day-to-day basis, losses. When an asset just goes straight up. How you make a lot of money on crypto? I got lucky, not lucky, I guess timing, but I bought Ethereum at $300, and in a year and a half, it went up to $4,000, $4,800. I profit took at $3,800 and $4,000. then I have a portfolio that I'm using still. This year I showed the guys in the exclusive my current gain on my account for my crypto account. They have seen it. It's doing okay. To be honest, that I could buy myself a very nice gift with that if I wanted to, but stay disciplined, Harry. Why did you choose to trade Forex, not stocks? I think I naturally transitioned into it because stocks, when I first started looking into trading, was getting a little bit complicated with all of the options and futures and expiries and all of this be a premium, all that BS. Getting confused. Yeah, gold is still pushing here. Wonder if planning runners today would be a good idea. I don't know. I don't know if planning runners would be in the cards. Please make a video about crypto trading. I don't trade, I invest. Well, it's kind of trading, I guess. I took DAX on 5 minutes counting on London Open. What do you think? From my studying of DAX, and you can ask the guys who trade DAX, London Open is a very dangerous time to trade DAX. Right? Just message them in the indice chat and double check that. Just say, hey, it's London. But as far as I back tested, as far as I've heard from them as well, on top of my back testing, it can have a lot of whipsaws at London Open. It's kind of like US 30 at NYSE Open, but more tamed. You get what I mean? GJ playing out? Yeah, but no close below, right? See, this is the thing, man. You take one win, you immediately want the other. So let me ask you this, Siriana. Did you take this gold trade today? Did you risk, like I told you yesterday, $50? And did you close? You would have recovered all of your losses in today's trade. I haven't took gold. Oh yeah, that did close below. What's this? FXCM, yeah. Fair enough, yep. That's valid, that's valid. I guess I drew my line wrong. Let me double check. If it's wrong, then yes, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, GJ did close below here. Yeah. That was the trade, the other trade we were looking at. Wow, 31 pips is not bad. 26 pips. Can you believe today that we got a smaller stop loss on gold? That is nice. Not enough leverage on gold. What, FT almost swing? I think you do. 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10 leverage is enough. So let's calculate. Let me calculate. So with the 1 to 10 leverage, how much would I be able to risk? 1% of my account here would, let's say, I don't know, let's say a 200k account here would be 2,000. So I'd need a 10 lot. A 10 lot in 1 to 10, yeah, you can pop a 20. It's enough. Because 200k times 10 is 2 million, that's a 20 lot. Yeah. Claudio, you took gold? You have 1 to 10 leverage, right? Max 3.5 lots on a 100k account. That's interesting. That's still enough though, you know, on the majority, unless gold is in a tight range. So if gold is pushing big, it will be enough. If gold is not pushing big, that's where the problem is. Like on this one, I'm not able to enter 1%, max 0.5%, 7 lots. Interesting, interesting. I closed my GJ trade already. Do you think I closed too early? I think you could have let market open here, but I don't think it's bad to close. I don't think it's a bad thing to let to close here. I mean, today plans played out perfectly. Look at this plan. If I didn't take gold, then look at this one. I mean, today, if you didn't enter gold, you had GJ, but yes. I don't think it's bad that you closed, no. Sweet business today. The plan was there. I was happy with gold not used to take more than a trade a day. Yeah, I know. Harry said you're working on swing trading. What happened with that? Did I say that? Yeah. Just guys, just leave me, you know, to do my work. I'm here focusing on day trading on stream. I don't think I'll talk about swing trading on stream. Maybe if you're lucky that an entry comes during stream, then I'll take it and tell you guys. No problem. I'm not scared. But this is more personal work. Harry put me off saying fuck GJ. Come on, I was just saying in general. Got into GG sales on the breakout? Yes. I didn't want to mess with my psychology. If I lost GJ and took a gold win, I think you should treat your mental health more seriously. Of course. Your job is done after you take a trade, guys, you know. If you wanted more money, risk more. That's how yep, this is this freaking problem, right? Yeah. It acts like US 30 on open. You didn't want to utilize that information we gave? Or you want to just give it a shot? I mean, if that went in your direction, it would be good. Hi, over the years you trade, has the market changed? Yes, it definitely has. It's changed quite a bit. Especially this year is the biggest change I've seen in the market. Because a lot of economic things. Remember, when I started trading, we were in an environment where we see what? Where we see gain. Where we see gain in interest rates, right? So all currencies started to get stronger. We start to see all currencies start to get stronger. But then as interest rates now are starting to be on the cards of reducing, it's very different economic conditions. It also being you know, it also being, what's this, an election year, all of this stuff. Just saw your fake out video and saw you live, so I thought I'd join. By the way, it was a good to know about fake out. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. And we stream live Monday to Friday, so leave a subscribe and join up to our live stream, right? Join up to our live stream. Can you give me 3 advice on how to start learning to trade? Never traded yet, but want to learn, don't know where to start. Yeah, man. The best place is going to video, and it's an hour 41 minutes. This will get you started, right? This will get you started. So I would recommend you start there, man. You start there. I lagged out. Oh, yeah, I heard my MetaTrader. So yeah, all I said is watch this free course. Watch this free course. And yeah. Cheers, Joe. Take care, brother. What was the name of the free GeoGuessr game? Let's play one round. Let's play one round. Let's play one round. Open guesser, yeah. Pim on point, man. Pim on point. All right, let's have a look for today. Let's have a look for today, boys. Hopefully you guys don't let me down. You've been letting me down on this. Wow. So this is definitely with horses here. We're somewhere in, oh, coastal side. This looks like Australia, to be honest. Wouldn't we say this is Australia? With the bush here, a little bit dry, so it's somewhere hot. This tree, this has to be Australia. So where in Australia is going to be the question? Where in Australia is going to be the question? It's Tasmania. I'm in Tasmania. Oh, I don't know. Move around, look for a sign. No, we don't cheat. There's a dog here. Is that enough of a sign to see a dog? I mean, so they're dog friendly, right? So it's looking more and more like Australia, I'm saying, boys. Nah, this is Australia, bro. I'm going with Australia, but I don't know where in Australia. It's obviously not going to be this side of Australia. The reason it's not going to be this side of Australia is because there's more sand here and desert. So I'm probably going to say it's either going to be South Australia or this side of Australia. Since there's a little bit of green, I'm going to go here. Let's see how bad I was. Holy shit, totally wrong. It was Argentina. Totally wrong. So bad, off to a bad start. Okay, we have some corn here. What are we saying? See the sign here. Buraco. What language is that? This is not in USA. Look at the language. Look at the language here. Campa. This is definitely Spanish. So this is going to be in somewhere, but this may be Mexico here or South Africa. This is not South Africa. Look at the language. Foreign farm in America. I mean, come on, you guys are really not good at this game. You don't help me at all. Yeah, I'm gonna say Mexico. Gonna say somewhere around here. Go! Holy shit, we're very bad today, guys. This is in Brazil. This is Brazil. Holy shit. We have to get at least one right, guys. At least one right. This is in Australia. This has to be Australia if I've seen it before. This is Australia for sure. Where in Australia? How the hell am I supposed to know some random road in the middle of Australia? Are you kidding me? Ooh, these mountaintops. Someone has to identify these mountaintops here. This is Australia. Yeah, this is Australia. So not, I don't know, I don't think this is Africa. I feel this is Australia. Yeah, I've seen people move more. Guy, you guys suck at this game. So I'm gonna go with Australia. And I'm gonna go with somewhere here. I feel like I'm wrong. Shit, man, we're all wrong today. I give up. We're playing like shit today. Full bad. You suck? You suck, bro. You didn't even give me an answer. GJ bouncing? Yeah, GJ bouncing from the 4-hour support. How did GU do today? Ugh. Yeah, I'm glad we stayed out to GU. A lot of BS on GU. I think gold was clean today. Bro, I don't get how people... Counter-Strike stream? Yeah, I might play Counter-Strike, but not now. I have some work to do. I'll play a little bit later. I'll play it a little bit later. Maybe I stream it. We'll see. Maybe I stream it in the Discord. I might stream it in the Discord. We'll see. Play chess? Too long. This we can close the game whenever, all of this stuff. You know? Did you catch that gold trade? Yes, we did. You can watch the stream. What's your ELO? I don't play chess. We actually have a chess player in our group. A very high ELO chess player in our group. So if you want to versus him, he will play for money. I will sponsor him. Right? I'll sponsor him. Let's see if he's here. He's here, he's here. I'll sponsor him. I'll put chess competition in our group. Please watch the beginning of this vid. Thanks for sharing. Let's have a look. Yo, bro, can this guy relax? Too fast. Holy shit. What? Even my camera shut off. This is too insane. This guy's hacking, bro. I'm telling you, he's hacking. This is how the world works, you know? If someone's too good at something, just say that they're hacking. Alright, my camera switched off here. I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I appreciate you all showing up to the stream. Well done today if you took the trade with us and learned something. Leave a like on the stream before you leave. And yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. Trade sharp. Leave a subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.